Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there.
Like the map.
You have to find it. It's the only link to who I am. Who my father was.
So we've both spent our lives searching for our fathers. Perhaps you and I are closer than you think.
I've actually really enjoyed this press tour because it was so long ago that we shot that I'm starting to remember little stories and experiences and actually how amazing it was and how much fun we had and that we'll never get that time again. Like, it was so special of that moment. And it's kind of all coming back to me now, just like being around you and hearing your side of it all and like how you experienced it. It's really great to be able to reflect on it and see that like, we can finally put it out there. People can finally see this thing that has been such a big part of our lives already.
And also our story is so similar, you know, it's almost like we finished the movie and went, okay, so you go that way and have a baby, and I'm gonna go this way and have a baby, and then we'll come together and promote the film with our babies.
Sir, with all due respect, I have spent my life studying the myths of the sea. I know every legend and every curse.
At the beginning of the process, I auditioned in late 2014, I think. I auditioned a bunch of times, and then I finally met the directors, Espen and Joachim.
Did you meet them here in LA?
I met them in Venice Beach.
Oh, cool.
And they explained, like, you know, what they were trying to do with the movie, and they had their bottom of the ocean idea, and they're going to split the two oceans apart and, you know, have this crazy climactic action sequence in the coral. I remember just thinking, this is wild.
Yeah.
And then I got cast and basically met you, like, right at the start of
and that weird,
2015.
Like, warehouse thing and...
Jerry Bruckheimer's studio.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought they
office.
just took me to like a warehouse somewhere. I was like, this is really random. Where are we? I think that really helped to audition with you because it felt like we were actually doing the scene.
What were you told? What information were you given at the start?
Nothing.
Just the scene?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It was just those scenes. And I was told that those scenes weren't real, and they actually were. And I was given the scenes when we got there. So I hadn't even learnt them or anything.
Oh,
and
really?
I was so stressed, I was so nervous. And yeah, I had like 20 minutes downstairs to learn the scenes. And then I just was up there with you.
I don't believe you're a coward.
Please leave me, sister.
I've risked my life to come here. See if the rumors are true.
Who are you?
Tell me why you seek the trident.
One of our first scenes together was where you were busting me out of jail, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was,
The hospital stuff. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because I remember that outfit, that costume was one of my first costumes.
And it was really hot in there. I remember we were both like sweating.
That's right, yeah.
And you were on that rickety bed that was not comfortable at all.
And when the director said, in this next take, it'd be cool and funny if you know, stand on his crutch, and you actually stood on my crutch.
And I accidentally stood on your crutch. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. That was good.
I was doing my own stunts.
Yeah, me too.
Turn to me, bitch!
We both met Johnny at the table read. I think that's when everyone met everyone, which was really nice, actually, because I got there a bit early. I remember it was Valentine's Day, and everyone was really excited, and all the pirates were there together. So to see them suddenly, like, being professional and, like, clean, weird. It was like, oh, this is strange.
3, 2, 1, hit!
And we were kind of hanging out on the balcony and chatting and waiting for Johnny to arrive, and he walked in and he kind of greeted us all individually. I remember he like ran around the table saying hello to everyone. And it was really nice. It was kind of like, we got straight into it. I feel like our banter really worked. We sat next to each other, which was good.
We did.
I was like, my buddy, my newbie. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm looking for a pirate, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, today is your lucky day. Because I just happen to be Captain Jack Sparrow.
I remember being surprised about how in character he felt at that time. You know, he had his teeth in.
Yeah, he did. He had the teeth in. You're right.
He had little bits of costume that, you know, you ended up seeing on Jack Sparrow, the character.
Like he was slowly building him up.
Yeah, like it took, you know, he's kind of putting the armor back on.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Johnny used to bring his guitar onto set. I remember hearing him in a little tent just strumming away and chilling out, and it's nice to see that kind of quiet side to him, I think. I just remember that Kevin, Mr. Pirates of the Caribbean, Kevin
Mr.
McNally,
Gibbs.
Mr. Gibbs, taken, saying that he was going to take me under his wing, and he was like, whatever you need, I know everything, and he really does. He knows absolutely everything.
You take the captain's hat.
There was a moment on set where we were discussing a line, I think I say okay, and he pulled it up and he said, nope, that is not historically accurate, that is a modern word, and we've had problems with that before in the last movies, so you can't say that.
No,
and I was
okay.
like, oh,
I mean,
wow, you know your stuff, like that's
Yeah.
amazing. What about you?
No one really took me under their wing, per se, but I think we were all lucky in the sense that there was a lot of new characters and new creatives coming to this one.
Yeah, we weren't the only ones. It was
Yeah, I always felt like
Javier
welcomed and comforted, which
yeah.
was nice.
What I thought was really cool about Jerry is how much he was actually on set. Like, he was there so much more than most producers I've ever worked with. And it seems like he still enjoys the fun of filmmaking.
Right.
Like, it's an adventure for him. And he was there so much, which I found really, really cool.
When I first met him, I was talking to him about Cairns and Queensland and where I come from. And I remember saying, you know, you have to shoot up in Cairns and the Whitsundays, and, you know, this is where to shoot, and the Gold Coast is a great place to be. And I don't know if he already had those places in his mind.
But you didn't know that that's where we were actually going to be?
No, I had no idea. I was just saying, like, mate, it's perfect to shoot in the Whitsundays. Whitehaven Beach is a great beach. I'd been there as a kid. And it turns out we shot at Whitehaven Beach. And
Amazing.
We tried to shoot up in Cairns. I know they were thinking of it for a while, but they didn't due to, I don't know what. But that would have been pretty wild.
Oh, you could be the reason why we got to go.
Maybe.
That's
I'll have to
so
ask
cool.
him. I'll have to ask him.
Got to see
I'm
the
not
Great
sure.
Barrier Reef because of you.
What was your favourite scene to shoot?
I really liked the stuff at the end when we're up in the Whitsundays, because it had been such a tough shoot and so long and everyone was so tired. And then we all kind of got on a flight and we ended up on this little paradise island, and it felt like we were on vacation as a family.
Yeah.
And then the final scene we shot was us running up and down that beach at sunset with Johnny and Jeffrey and all the pirates. And I remember thinking, this is such a great way to finish it off.
Yeah.
If this had been the first week, then we would have just been exhausted by the end. But to have that kind of lift and spirits right at the end.
He's coming! He's coming!
I remember we had a scene where we could only do it once, you know, running on the beach. After that, the beach was ruined and
Oh,
they
yeah,
couldn't,
you're right,
they couldn't
yeah.
reset it. I remember thinking, what a fantastic way to finish a movie, you know, with one take. I remember thinking, like, this is it, you know, after this, we can't do it again.
Literally the finish line. Like,
Yeah.
we're running towards the finish line.
All right, guys, we put him through it from the very beginning. Brenton, all done, guys. Favorite Captain Jack, guys. Johnny Depp, done with the movie. Kaya changed her wedding to be here with us today, guys. Kaya is all done. All right, all done on the film. It gives me great pleasure and honor to say that is a wrap on Pirates of the Caribbean. Cut.